Please, dear students, I want you to start the cameras. Oh, by the way, there is something wrong on the software. I think, well, I have no idea. It probably might be my computer or the software, the app, I mean Zoom. For a strange reason, I can see the subtitles. I don't know what's going on. I can see the subtitles. But believe it, the subtitles are now on. No idea. No idea. I'm sorry. You see the camera is start now. Might be the internet. I have no idea. Well, dear students, so thank you very much for having me. Today is Monday, 25th April 2022. Pretty happy. Okay? I clearly remember working on the last activity and then the electricity went out. And one student complained because he wanted to participate in the class. I'm sorry, dear students. I don't know what's going on with the subtitles. As I said, it might be the software, my computer, internet. I have no idea. I'm sorry, I can't see the subtitles either. I'm sorry. Okay, so listen up, please. Once again, thank you very much for having me today. Sorry, I'm late. Something came up home. So, listen. For today class, we have a new topic. Today, we're going to start learning about the second conditional. Is another one. The student who studied with me or practiced with me and learned from me the previous module, remember we studied in the module number 2 and also in the module number 3 two different conditionals. The first one was the zero conditional and the other one was the first conditional. So today tonight we're going to learn conditional number 2, second conditional. But before starting, listen very carefully. Tomorrow Tuesday, prepare yourself, please. Prepare yourself. Study. Tomorrow we have a quiz. A quiz or a test. Okay, there will be two different topics. The first one is gonna be the adjective. Positive, comparative, superlative, and the three different structures that we learned the last week. Both and, either or, and neither nor. Alright? Adjective, and the three different structures for tomorrow. Okay? Prepare yourself, please. Well, let's focus. Now, listen up. As I said, today we're going to learn conditional number 2. It's pretty important you guys understand something. The use of the conditionals. Especially this one because it might be confused. If you haven't studied the English verbs, it's gonna be pretty difficult for you. Alright? No, I'm just kidding. Listen. So the conditional number 2 is also known as unreal conditional. Unreal. In other words, it's not true. Basically, we use the second conditional when we want to express our expectation. The expectation, right? You mean with the word expectation? Expectation about the present or future. So we use the second conditional also for give pieces of advice or recommendation. We can also use the second conditional for hypothetical situation. Okay? For the better understanding, please, dear student, let me share my screen and you will understand what we're talking about. Okay, so give me a minute. I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, I think, you see, now I have the subtitles. I can't believe it. Might be infected. My computer might be infected. There you go. Okay. Second conditional. Another conditional. In other words, this conditional is also known unreal. When I say the word unreal, what comes to your mind? When you hear the word unreal, what comes to your mind? What is unreal for you? Anyone? Come on, guys, don't let me down. Anyone? Come on, guys. I just want you to tell me the word unreal. This one. Can anyone help me?
Es como irreal.
Yes. Finally. Thank you. Okay. Unreal means it's not true. It's unreal. So remember, second conditional is basically this word. Or these two words. Okay, let me, Jesus Christ, okay, let me share again my screen. Okay, let me share. Second conditional is this. What if? What if? Any idea? What if?
Y sí.
Excuse me?
Y sí.
Okay.
Y sí.
Okay, what if is a condition, but when somebody says what if, is that something is not right, something's wrong. It's like a conditional, it's unreal. It's when you ask yourself, what if I have a car, but I don't have a car? You say, what if? You start thinking on your own and you say, well, if I were, or if I have a lot of money. But it's not true. Okay, let me stop again and I'll show you something else. Probably you will understand better in this way. There you go. So you tell me, what's wrong in this picture?
Es irreal.
Yes, it's unreal. There is something wrong. Hay algo mal aquí, ¿verdad? Okay, so it's the same word. What if? What if? Yes, exactly. Means, ¿qué pasaría si? De estas dos palabras podemos tomar la idea para aplicar a second conditional. Second conditional is something unreal. It's the same way when we start thinking in our own language, in Spanish. When we said, when you say, if I have a car, for example, you say, si tuviera un auto. You start thinking on your own. You say, si tuviera una casa en Salinas. Si tuviera $1,000,000. Si fuera el presidente. And so on. Okay? In the same way, is a expectation for your life. Probably for the present or for future. Okay? So in this picture is a good example. What if? ¿Qué pasaría si? Okay? So let's take this example for the second conditional. Okay? Now, let me share. Let me share again. You will see what we're talking about. There you go. So do not forget second conditional and real one. Okay. Now, before starting, let's refresh your mind with this word. Don't forget, in English, we have two different words for the same meaning in our language. If and yes. You see? If and yes. If significa sí y yes también significa sí. What is the difference? Well, if is for condition and the word yes is affirmation. Okay? So don't confuse. Every time when we comes to work with a conditional, we need with the word if. Cada vez que hacemos un condicional, en nuestro idioma no hay este problema. ¿Ok? En nuestro idioma utilizamos la palabra sí tanto para afirmar como para expresar un condicional. Si tú me ayudas, yo te facilito esto. Es un condicional, pero utilizan la misma palabra en nuestro idioma. Pero en inglés no. Un sí condicional en inglés es if. If. Y un sí afirmativo en inglés es yes. Okay? So don't forget, it's very, very important to understand this. Okay? Now, let me stop. Please, so far, if you have any question, please let me know it. Here we go. Remember, second conditional, unreal conditional, second conditional, expectation. It's not real. It's something that we expect to happen in the present or future. Okay, give me a minute, no problem. Nixon, Bahanya, could you please read this for me?
It won 1 million.
Correct. So this is second conditional. Sí. Sí ganaron $1,000,000. La pregunta es, Nixon, ¿se ha ganado usted $1,000,000?
No.
Es una expectativa. Por eso el segundo condicional, esta estructura de segundo condicional, se lo conoce como un condicional irreal. Literalmente ahí dice, si ganara $1,000,000, pero no lo has ganado, es una expectativa. If I won $1,000,000. Okay? Let's see. Evelyn Barzola, could you please read this for me?
It is weird amount.
Correct. This is not an expectation, but it might be considered a situation when probably you consider to be this animal. Okay. Si fuera un ratón, si yo fuera tú, si yo fuera un águila, si yo fuera el presidente. In this way, right? If I were, it's an expectation. It's not real. Okay, so this is the structure of the second conditional. Please, guys, try to follow me. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna pick up another student. Mr. Carlos Cotto, could you please read this for me?
Can you hear me?
Please read this for me.
If I were in a band.
Correct, thank you. Mr. Cotto, ¿usted está en una banda musical?
No.
No. Ok. Quizás de pronto alguno de nosotros haya pensado, ¿verdad? Si estuviera en una banda musical, si yo fuera un cantante, Si yo fuera un actor. Okay? In this way. Okay? So this is the second conditional. If I were in a band. Alright? Perfect. Now, dear students, my question for you. Do you notice the tense of the verb in the previous example? Did you notice the verbs in the previous examples? The verb, the verb, when you say I were, if I had. Do you notice that? What tense? Tell me the tense of the English verbs. Okay, let me show you, please.
Mister, tiene silenciado el micrófono, creo.
Okay, I'm sorry, there's no. Oh, I see. Okay, Giancarlos del Rosario. Good evening, sir. Can you hear me? No, Giancarlos is not here. Unbelievable. Okay. Brito Andres, good evening. Could you please read these sentences for me?
If he had a car, I were in Saline.
Correct, thank you. Pretty easy, right? Yes, thank you, Yesenia. Correcto, correctísimo. Gracias. El tiempo en esta primera parte del condicional 2 o segundo condicional, el tiempo es pasado. Los verbos van a ir en pasado. ¿Ok? Lo mismo que sucede en nuestro idioma. Si tuviera un auto, si fuera el presidente, si no tuviera que trabajar, it's in past. In the same way in English, you see? Had is in past. Where, past. So be careful. En este segundo condicional, en la primera parte, los verbos en presente. Let me write another example. Okay, as you can see, this is past, en negativo. It's past. What is past? Because it's a negative. You see? Negative. So, la primera cláusula de este segundo condicional, la que va a contener, perdón, tengo un error aquí, la que va a contener la palabra if, recordemos que if es un sí condicional. Como ustedes observan, el tiempo es pasado. Pasado, ¿ok? Excuse me, could you repeat? Didn't have to. Si no tuviera que trabajar. Todos tenemos esa expectativa, ¿no? Si no tuviera que trabajar, estaría por otro lado o me iría, ¿ok? So this is the second conditional. Yeah. If I didn't have to work. So as you can see, is past. Si tuviera un auto, si estuviera en Salinas, si no tuviera que trabajar. Past, alright? All of them in past. Okay, so let me stop for a while. Please give a minute. Finally, thank you. Okay, so please try to refresh your mind, try to recall information from the previous modules. Remember, in English we have two kinds of verb, irregular and regular verb. These ones are irregular verbs. Okay, and here we also have regular verbs. Okay, give a minute. Okay, so here we have irregular, and then we have the regular verbs. Okay, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, the regular verb. Jimmy Choice, good evening. Could you please read the column number 1, present? Jimmy, can you hear me?
Buenas noches, teacher.
Hello. Could you please read the column number 1 for me? Column number 1. Jimmy, please read this column for me.
Be well.
Okay, present, be, continues.
Become, come, do, hey.
Correct. Now, please read the second column, past tense.
Where, bacon, bow, hang, did, feel, hey.
Correct. Thank you. Now, let's focus. Okay, thank you. Remember, in the part number 1 o clause number 1, en la cláusula número 1 de este condicional, la cláusula que contiene la palabra if, necesitamos verbos en el pasado, ¿ok? Como estos. La primera es el verbo to be. Yo puedo poner aquí adelante si yo, if I were, si yo fuera o si yo estuviera. Si quiero decir de pronto, si me convirtiera, if I became. Quiero decir ahora, si comprara, if I bought. Okay? In the same way here, came, did, fell, is up to you. Okay? For example, in this one, went, si fuera, if I went, si conociera, if I met, and so on, alright? So this is the part number 1 about the second conditional. Como todos los condicionales, pues vamos a tener 2 cláusulas. Esta va a ser la cláusula 1 in the past tense, okay? In the past tense. So what we're going to do right now, I want you, listen, I want you to take your notebook and pen or pencil, and I want you to write, okay? I want you to write 5 sentences. Any verb, no problem. Any verb, it's up to you. Okay, any verb, use the structure of the second conditional part number 1 o cláusula 1. Solo quiero la cláusula 1, ok, como esto, ok. 3 in positive and 2 in negative, ok. 3 in positive, 2 in negative. For this activity, you will have 2 minutes. Right on, please. Time's up. Franklin Bahanya, please tell me.
Buenas noches, Mr.
Please tell me the sentence. The sentences, I'm sorry. Oh, tell me at least one single sentence with the structure of the second conditional, please.
Mister, había que hacer oraciones de ahí, ¿no? Solo alcancé a hacer uno. ¿Me escuchó?
Está silenciado.
Okay, ¿tiene una oración, Franklin?
Sí.
Okay, tell me.
If I have an job.
Okay, if I have a job. Interested. Okay, no problem. It's good for me. I think it works. No problem. Genesis Leon, could you please tell me your sentences? Or share your sentences? Could you please repeat? Okay, you say if I I do not understand. So that's the problem is every single class I try to tell you. I do understand if you get a problem with your devices, but try to fix it up, please. Remember that English is a language, and we need to speak each other in order to, well, to understand if you are learning, okay? This is not mathematics, this is a language, okay? Okay, let me pick up another student. Jesus. Kenya Avila, good evening. Could you please share your sentence?
Is a hand cell phone.
Okay, so every single view work with a have. No. Okay, let me stop. If you say had all the time, the same verb, okay, I have no problem. I have no problem. Okay, Andrea, you say if you didn't mind getting up early. Okay, yes and no, that's not the structure of the second conditional. Okay, let me share. Probably you did not understand. Okay, listen please. La estructura de los condicionales se basa en dos cláusulas. Estamos viendo recién la primera. Ok. Entonces, la cláusula de segundo condicional va a trabajar con un verbo en pasado. El inconveniente es que me están utilizando siempre el verbo tener. Si tuviera un yate, si tuviera esto, si tuviera el otro. Recordemos que podemos utilizar todos los verbos. Les acabo de mostrar aquí. ¿Okay? Podría utilizar el verbo encontrar o conocer. Si conociera una persona famosa. Si fuera a Italia. Si fuera a Italia, comería muchas pizzas. ¿Ok? Si corriera. Si tuviera. Si obtuviera. Si dejara. Todos los verbos podemos utilizarlos. No solo el verbo tener en pasado. ¿Ok? Todo podemos utilizarlo para esto de aquí. Lo que acabamos de pasar también. Observe. If I were. If I became. Si me convirtiera. Si comprara. Si hiciera. Infinidad de verbos.
If I buy a car.
Exacto. Si comprara un auto. Correct. If I bought a car.
If I were famous.
Okay. Yes, exactly. Si fuera famoso. Correct. Yeah. Si viera un fantasma. Bueno, no sé. Recuerde, tenemos un abanico de verbos. Lo mismo que hacemos en nuestro idioma, pues estamos practicándolo. Okay, yes, Evelyn, Jordi, correct. If I bought a house. Thank you. If I work harder.
If I don't go to the beach.
No, don't, recordemos que si trabajamos con don't, eso es presente.
Oh, yeah.
You say if I didn't. Correct, if I didn't. So you say if I didn't, si no tuviera, o sea, si no esto, is in the past. Okay. Wow, thank you. Many sentences. Amazing, thank you. Okay. So we had 2 volunteers, okay? That's perfect. I'm sorry for my hairstyle. It's a disaster. It looks like an S. Okay. Okay. So we have already practiced the first clause. Now we need to practice another one. Remember, in any conditional, we have 2 different clauses. Now, let me share my screen again. Ok. En cada condicional tenemos 2 cláusulas. A la que tenemos aquí se la denomina cláusula condicional. No quiero meterme tanto, muchachos, estudiantes, en gramática. Quiero practicar. Vamos después a practicar. If es cláusula condicional. La que viene acá es el resultado de ese deseo. ¿Ok? De esa expectativa. Si tuviera un carro, si estuviera en Salinas, si no tuviera que trabajar. Okay? So the other part, we start with I again, okay? Because here we have the same pronoun. You see, I, same, and the same personal pronoun. So in the second part, we should start with the same pronoun. You see? Okay, correct. Para la siguiente parte, podemos utilizar dos modales. Okay, two different models. We can work with either would or could, no problem. Okay, the first option in here, this is a modal verb. It has no translation in our language. Esta primera palabra no tiene una traducción en nuestro idioma. Este modal simplemente transforma al verbo en un condicional. Por ejemplo, go es ir. Go es ir. Antepongo la palabra would go y el verbo se transforma en iría. Ok. Eat es comer. Antepongo el modal, pues comería. Ok. Cantaría. Escribiría.
Es como que sería haría.
Correct. Transforma el verbo y le pone esa especie como de sufijo. Esta palabra aquí no tiene un significado. Simplemente modifica el verbo. Por ejemplo, ya tenemos aquí la acción. Si yo tuviera un carro, iría a Quito. If I have a car, I would go to Quito. I'm sorry. I was thinking in Spanish. To Quito. Okay? So this is one option. Okay? It's one option. El modal este es una opción. Okay? But you can also use the other one. Could. Could is the past of the verb can. Could es el pasado del verbo can y se traduce como podría. Este segundo sí tiene un significado. Podría. ¿Ok? Podría. Podría ir. Could go. You see? Podría comer. Could eat. Podría escribir. Could write. And so on. So you have two options. You can work either would write or could, no problem, with the second conditional. You can also say, if I have a car, I could go to Quito. Or, in the second example, if I were in Salinas, if I were in Salinas, I would dance. Bailaría toda la noche. If I were in Salinas, I would dance all night long. If I didn't have to work, si no tuviera que trabajar, podría dormir más. Okay? So, you have two different options. El más común en este condicional es esta palabra. El más común. ¿Ok? Oh, perdón. El más común es este. Disculpen. ¿Ok? El más común es este. Este modal que no tiene un significado. Simplemente transforma al verbo en presente. ¿Ok? Period. Now. Oh, we have one message. Yes, Janela, excellent. If I ate vegetables, I would be good health. Yeah, si comiera vegetales, estaría con buena salud. Oh, Cynthia, you have another one. If I were on vacation, I would go to Galapagos. Good. If she were your friends, you would tell her the truth. Okay. Si ella fuera tu amiga, te diría la verdad. Wow. Good. Excellent. Nice. That's second conditional. Recordemos, comúnmente second conditional se lo denomina un condicional irreal. ¿Qué tenemos nosotros? ¿Qué expectativas tenemos en el presente o en un futuro? ¿Ok? Lo utilizamos también quizás para dar un consejo. De pronto un amigo le dice al otro, si yo fuera tú, no saldría con ella. ¿Cómo dirían eso en inglés? O viceversa, una amiga a la otra, ¿verdad? Amiga, si yo fuera tú, no saldría con él. Okay, that is the second conditional. Yeah, it's a piece of advice. Yes, lady, if I were a doctor, I would help the sick people. Si fuera un doctor, okay? So it's an unreal conditional. Si fuera el presidente, if I were the president, I would help people. That is second conditional. Isn't real. Okay, so let's practice. So please give a minute. It's time to practice. Okay, now let me share my screen again. Okay, so remember, in this kind of exercises, I do not care the grade. Okay, I don't care the grade. I need the participation. If you get a very low grade, it's yours. Okay, so this is the second conditional. Remember, this is grammar. Okay, esta primera parte que usted ve aquí es grammar. No me gusta tocar grammar. Vamos a la práctica y cómo utilizarla. Ok, lo primero que tiene que entender para practicar es todos los condicionales tienen dos cláusulas. Comúnmente se las dividen por una coma. Como ven, aquí hay una coma en cada uno de ellos. Ok, entonces la cláusula condicional, la que contiene if, pasado, ahí está el verbo know, entonces mi pasado es knew. If I knew her name, in here, I would tell you. Si supiera su nombre, te lo diría. If I knew her name, I would tell you. You see? Esta es la estructura del segundo condicional. Algo hipotético, ¿ok? Now, I'm going to share this and you complete it. Okay? Let me stop. I'm gonna share the link. For this activity, dear students, you will have 7 minutes. It's enough time. Recuerden, la calificación no me interesa a mí. La calificación es suya. Lo que yo voy a tomar en cuenta siempre en esto es su participación. Hay estudiantes que en este horario tenemos alrededor de 65 y solo me llegan ni 40. Por eso les digo todo, ni 40 llegan. Quiere decir que 20 no están en clases. Lamentablemente yo estoy tomando esto, apunten. Pueden estar aquí, registraron asistencia, pero en este ejercicio, que repito, la nota que usted saque es suya. ¿Ok? Hay 20, comúnmente 20 faltan, siempre. De 60 solo me llegan 40. Be careful, tenga cuidado, ¿ok? Let me share the link. Okay, Fernando Romero, that's good. If I fall into the river, I could get wet. Yeah, obviously you get wet if you jump off from the bridge. There you go, that's the link. Okay, you have 7 minutes to complete this one. Please, I need your participation. Conditional number 2, second conditional, 7 minutes. Complete it, please. 3 minutes. One minute. Quickly, guy, please. Okay, perfect. Nice job. Good job. Now it's time to work in groups. This is going to be the next activity for you, dear students. Let me share. Okay. Okay, this is the next activity. You're going to work with 4 students per group, right? 4 students per group. What are you going to do? Well, it's pretty easy actually. You are going to use your own ideas, your own words to complete these 7 exercises, okay? The conditional part is already done. You need the result, okay? Aquí necesitan los resultados. From the number 1 until the number 7, done. If I have $1 million, what is the result? If I met a celebrity, what's the result? If I found a wallet, what's the result? Then you have 7 more exercises. In these 7 more exercises, you already have the result. Aquí ya tiene el resultado. Yo necesito que aquí usted me escriba la condición, el condicionante. For example, the number 1 says, I would travel the world. Viajaría por el mundo, sí. Or the number 2, I would be a good singer. Sería un excelente cantante, sí. And then you complete. If I, and don't forget to use a verb in past. It's very important. Verb in past. Alright? I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna share this. So please give a minute. Please, everyone click on the new link and download. Please click on the new link, download the activity. Yes, but first download down, okay? Quiero que descargue.
Okay.
Good. Okay, so now they are 63 students. Okay, for this activity, you will have 10 minutes, okay? 10 minutes only. Good luck. Recuerden que esto sí es una actividad calificada.
Mister, así mismo en grupo.
Hay algunos que van a estar en 4, la mayoría están con 4, otros con 5.
Se le envía por correo así mismo uno solo.
Sí, no al personal, al otro, aunque siempre han enviado. Descargue el archivo, tiene que descargar.
Mister estaba en la sala 2. Puede ingresar.
Ok. Ingrese por favor los demás. Está corriendo el tiempo.
Buenas compañeros, disculpen, recién me vuelvo a conectar porque estuve un problema con el internet. Me comunican qué tengo que hacer, o sea, cuál es mi parte, por favor.
A mí también ayúdenme, porfa.
Denise, ¿en qué grupo estaba?
No, profe, lo que sucede es que un dispositivo se me apagó y no me quería prender.
Es que ya estamos, ya tenemos ya de los 10 minutos ya va para los 4. Déjame ver.
Fuerte, teacher, lo que se puede hacer aquí.
En el 4 hay
Dale,
3.
dale.
Ok.
Pero yo veo que es poner, no, no, no,
Déjame ver. En el grupo 2. En el grupo 10. Nos van a dar al grupo 10. Ok. Listo. Miss Mendoza, ¿en qué grupo estaban?
Mister sala 4, por favor.
Escríbame por favor que no lo entiendo. Dígame por favor en qué grupo estaba.
Sala 4, mister.
Miss Cristina, ¿qué grupo?
El 10, mister.
Listo. Miss Mendoza, su grupo. Yulei, ¿se me escucha? ¿Qué grupo estaba? Señor Quinto, ¿qué grupo estaba?
En la sala 15, sino que se me fue el internet.
¿Perdón? ¿Qué sala era?
Pero ya terminamos, yo ya les pasé algunas respuestas a mi casa.
Oh, okay, no problem. We have 1 minute left. Thank you.
Bueno.
Okay, that's fantastic. Guys, you have any question about the second conditional? Oh, okay, no problem. I'm gonna share the link.
Mister, envía por correo, ¿verdad?
Okay, there you go. That's a link. Well, dear students, so tomorrow we're going to practice in another way the second conditional. Okay? And you practice a lot. Remember, up to this week, okay, tomorrow is the, by the way, tomorrow is the quiz. Study the adjective and the 3 different structure. Don't forget, both and, either or, and neither nor. Don't forget, tomorrow, the quiz. And I think we're going to practice with different topics during this week. So the next week, we're gonna practice something else, okay? We're going to focus on speaking activities, okay? Desde la próxima semana nos centramos en actividades de speaking y de writing, okay? Speaking y writing. Se van a unir en grupos y me van a exponer los diferentes trabajos que vamos a realizar desde la próxima semana, okay? Tienen que comenzar a demostrar pues las destrezas adquiridas hasta el momento. No van a ser obviamente pues actividades tan complejas. Está al nivel donde están ustedes, que es el cuarto. Como siempre le he dicho, inglés es un idioma y tiene que demostrarlo hablando. Okay, vamos a hacerlo por grupo, por la cantidad de estudiantes que hay en este horario. Tenemos que hacerlo por grupo. Obviamente, al momento de presentar la diapositiva o trabajo, pues cada uno de ustedes va a tener un tiempo en específico para exponer la parte que le ha tocado cuando se trate de actividades de speaking. Cuando se trata de actividades de reading también, o actividades de writing que van a ser individuales. ¿Ok? Entonces, hasta esta semana vamos a practicar temas diferentes en inglés. ¿Ok? Relacionados a la estructura, como hemos venido trabajando. Desde la próxima semana nos enfocamos más en speaking. ¿Ok? Speaking. Idioma se habla. Se lee, se escribe, se escucha también, actividades de listening. Okay, dear students, any question? Wow, Ginger, thank you. You have 1, 2, 3 difference. Okay, if you find a wallet, you give it to the police. A policeman, yes. Yes, that is actually to be very honest. Thank you.
Mister,
That's nice.
envía el correo.
Sí, tiene que enviar el correo, no al personal, por favor, al que están enviando comúnmente. Al personal se me va a perder porque llegan cosas, pues, de otras fuentes. En cambio, en el del trabajo solo llega archivos de ustedes. Entonces, para mí es más fácil abrirlos, revisarlos y poner nota. Okay, so that's it. I think that's it for today. Remember, para el día de mañana, por favor, los adjetivos, tanto comparativos, con superlativos y estos combinados con present perfect, lo que vimos. Y los pares, both and, either or, and neither nor. For tomorrow, okay? So that's it. Thank you very much, dear students, and